How are you doing?
We're good.
Is that how you guys wake up every morning?
I woke up like this.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm very sorry.
Well, I love the energy. I love the smile. So
Thank you.
I'll start with the winner.
Yes.
You are.
I'm a Tutua.
Yes. Can you say a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so I'm a Tutua Sayakutu.
Okay.
19 years old and Miss Malaika Queen 2021.
Okay.
Yes.
And you are?
I'm Asia Musa, 21 years old. I'm a student of Central University reading law.
Okay.
I love listening to music. I love to cook. And I'm a queen.
Period.
Binti Keita.
Okay.
I'm 24 years old, graduate of Ghana Technology University College. I study banking and finance. Currently, hopefully doing my master's pretty soon. Currently a queen.
Yeah, you are a queen.
A hijabi queen to be precise.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a question, but I'll need different answers from you, definitely. So the first question will be, decision to be part of this year's Miss Malaika. I mean, how did it come about for you, Amma?
So for me, it was rather spontaneous.
Wow.
I didn't have any plan of, I knew about Miss Malaika, I didn't have any plan of ever participating.
Okay.
I was just there on Instagram scrolling through my feed and I saw that they had started their Instagram campaign.
Okay.
So I decided to put my picture, actually, so it took a while. My friends convinced me to put my picture out there, and then they helped me by reposting and liking and all of those things.
Yeah.
And then surprisingly, I was chosen. And so then I informed my parents, asked for permission, and they granted that permission, and then I guess the rest is history.
Okay. And for you?
Okay, so I've known about Miss Malaika for a very long time. I've always wanted to be a part of the competition since I was very little, since I could remember. And every year when it's time, I'm just like, no, this is not my year, next year. But this year, I was like, no, I have to go for this. And it started as a joke. One of my friends, I spoke to one of my friends, and she said I should go for it. I was like, I'm not sure I can do this. So she posted my picture and convinced me to post it too, so people would start posting. I did the social media hashtag. So I posted it, and everyone was happy. They started posting, and I was picked. And I didn't tell my dad because I knew he wouldn't agree. So I went for it. I went for the audition. I was picked. I still didn't tell him. And then he saw my picture on social media. He was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, please. So from the beginning, he wasn't in support of it. But in the middle summer, when he saw how I was growing, how I was doing, he started supporting me. And now look at me.
Okay.
Actually, for me, it's something I've always wanted to do.
Okay.
And I've tried. This is my third time trying. And say 3 times is a charm. So the first time it was through social media. And I was selected, but I didn't go for it. The second time, I made it through to the final 30, but I didn't make it to the final 20. And then I went to prepare, and then I came again this time. And God being so good, I've made it this far. And it's not easy for Muslim ladies. I mean, ladies who decide to cover up to make it to this point. So I told myself, this is what I want to do. I want to be that role model that my younger sister could look up to and say, okay, I could still wear my hijab and be a pilot and be a DJ just like you and be like anything. So that's what kept me going, me pushing. So now, and I'm proud of myself.
Yes, we are proud of you too. Yes, you made a difference. So you spent 14 weeks in there. A journey. Definitely wasn't a smooth one, but I want to hear how it all came about. Yes. How did it come about for you?
Yes, so for me, I'm not comfortable. I wasn't comfortable behind the camera or in front of a camera. And so the starting was nerve-wracking for me. I'm a very confident person. Just cameras throws me completely off my game. So I remember finishing school at the Royal Century. We had to record an intro video. That was my first time.
I saw that on Instagram. Well, that was the first time.
Yes, and I hated that video. I still hate it. And I
No, it was good. I saw it myself, and I didn't see it.
I knew that was not me. I knew that was not my potential. And just the fact that was the first video going out, I felt like that would influence what people think about me. I hated it so much. But I remember that whole process in front of the camera, and I felt so nervous. I couldn't even put my words together. And I'm able to, work with, like, I don't know, I don't memorize things. I just talk. But that particular time, I couldn't even remember words, construct sentences, was completely bad. So moving on from that, I don't know, I just started picking up slowly everything, and then right after the next task, which was the New Year delegates, I ended up winning, which was another presentation in front of a camera. So that's what made me realize that I could honestly do this, and that's what made me begin to believe in myself that I could go the whole, the whole time.
Were there any low moments in there for you?
Definitely low moments. Being tired was one. Stressed. We have a lot of tasks to do in so short time, putting all those things together, and then maybe a few tasks. I think I didn't like my cultural task as well, because I had to tap into my local side, and people were actually, someone actually said on social media that I need to go back to Kumasi too.
They like that a lot.
So I mean, that was a low moment for me personally, but I think in general everything was fine. I took it in a good way.
And you? How was the journey for you?
So the experience, I would say, is life-changing, because anybody who knows me, they know I'm very timid, I'm very reserved, I like to keep to myself, I'm not too out there. So it wasn't very easy at the beginning. The back-to-back task, you always have to be doing something, and you have to be on point because you're on TV.
Of course.
You can't do something, and people talk. People really talk. The pressure, but I started picking up, and surprisingly, I won 3 tasks, and I was like, wow, you really did that.
Yeah, you did that, girl.
So it wasn't easy, but it was amazing. I would do this over and over and over again.
And for your low moments, were those times that you were like, oh no, why did I come here?
I remember twice I broke down. I was crying. I cried to my cousin. I cried to my friend. I was like, I don't think I can do this. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, but I have to keep going. And every time they just keep advising me, you've come this far, you can do it. Just keep going. Keep going. You can do it. And
you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
What about you?
For me, going in the third time, I told myself, it's either I do this or I know then I failed myself. Because I can't try something thrice and not make it. So, and then because I'm always covered up, if somebody is working, if the other ladies are working maybe times 1, I have to wear like times 5. And then my vote weren't really huge. So if I'm not really having this huge vote, then I have to kill my tax. And funny enough, almost all the time the tax, I was either second or like part of the winners. So I kept pushing, and it's something I wanted. So I didn't see it as a burden, even though sometimes, I think about 3 or 4 times, I cried to my roommates. Like, I was like, no, I'm tired. Like, why does it have to be this hard? I remember. Yeah, she was my roommate. I was like, why does it have to be this hard? Because sometimes we walk into offices, but because we are covered, they deny us jobs and all that. So I told myself, like, no, why does it have to be this hard for you to push and get attention that you think you deserve? But then God being so good, I didn't give up. And
here we are.
What about your low moments? Those days where you were like, you know what, I can't do this.
I actually nearly gave up. That was for which tax?
I was like, I think 3 or 2 weeks.
Yes, to the grand finale.
Do you know I nearly gave up during the pre-judging. Really story. So I went in, and the questions that the judges asked were so serious. Like, we never once laughed, and I could hear my other delegates when they went. They were having fun and all that. And I'm like, do these people honestly think I can't make a joke or be funny or something? Because it was completely serious questions. I can joke. Hello, so I feel like maybe that was a sign. I took it as maybe a sign that they didn't think I was an all-rounded person and had to be. And then the judge was like, oh, I look like a DB, I sound like one. And then the funny thing is, right after I was going to play the violin, which is a DB thing. So I just feel like, oh no, I'm usually going to feed into the judges, their idea of me. And it's like, at that time, I'd never cried before.
Is that why you started the violin and you stopped it?
Yes, I've never cried before. Like, I think I'm very strong, but I just completely broke down to my roommates. This is it. Like, this is actually,
it looks like you're going out.
Yes, and then they spoke to me like, you should also think about it, like they're asking you questions, maybe they honestly are interested in your opinion about these things. Yeah. So they gave me that newfound like confidence, and I went back in, and then I guess but it was.
But you did play the violin, right?
Yeah, she did. She killed it.
Okay, so now to the better part of it, the good side. What were your most enjoyed tasks?
Okay, I have a look.
Yeah, you tell me.
So, my name is Asia, and my most enjoyed task, I would say, they would definitely be the ones I want, of course.
Yeah.
So the cultural task, I don't know how to speak my native language.
Wow.
I had to learn, and it was so difficult because they are heavy, like they are very, very heavy, and I had to act like a warrior. I was a totally different person that day, and I loved it. I won that one, and then the Nivea video. We had to do like a commercial for Nivea. I love Nivea. I've been using Nivea all my life, so I was very excited about it. And the funny thing is, after I shot my video and then I came out, I was talking to two of my friends, and I was like, I don't think I killed it like I wanted to. They were like, no, you did really well. I was there, I saw you didn't. I was like, no, I wanted to do extra. Like, that was extra. What more were you looking for? And I was like, no, you know me, I like to go extra. They're like, no, you did well. And then the following week, they were announcing the winners, and everyone's like, serious, I'm so shy. Okay. Yeah, so the cultural and then the Nivea, it was my favorite.
Okay, maybe to which one were yours?
Mine was, I would say, the big pitch and the cooking episode, because I love cooking, and that's one thing I was able to learn from, I would say, our house help, because I didn't have a mom, so she was the one helping me. So I really cherish that mother-daughter bonding thing. And for the big pitch, it's you pitching your charity idea, and I pitched about my story, and that was to help people in the psychiatric homes find love and affection from outsiders and their family members. And funny enough, mine was selected as the winning pitch, and in the charity tax, we were able to raise funds through the fundraiser, and we were able to go to the Accra Psychiatric Hospital and give back to them. And it was amazing for me. I thought, and the ladies really supported me, especially these two ladies. Funny enough.
Going hard.
The funny thing is, I like the fact that you are all friends. Like, you all had a moment in the house. You all had a moment, so it makes it more nice and lovely.
And the funny thing, right? The top 5. We were in the middle.
The night of the finale.
And when she was in the middle, I was standing on her right hand side where I'm supposed to stand as the first runner-up. She was on her left side where she's supposed to stand.
And my sash actually matched the dress I was wearing. And hers also matched the dress.
That's like destiny.
It was completely amazing.
Destiny. So now let's move to the finale.
Oh, my favorite.
The finale. How were you feeling?
The opening
was amazing, but even just right before the finale, we had a little rehearsal before, like an hour or two before. Amma couldn't say her speech from top to bottom.
I couldn't.
Yes, I
and the
remember.
funny thing is, leading up to the finale, all the rehearsals we had, I'd never been able to say my speech from top to bottom, because I'm not somebody to memorize things. I just talk. But like, they expected me to memorize that speech, and so anytime I had to say it, I was trying to remember the memorized stuff. And so I forget that I could honestly wing it. But if you wing it in front of them, it's not possible, because they would like to hear the same thing at the next rehearsal as well. So I remember my producer told me I was treading on thin ice, and she told me, like, not in a rude way, she's telling me that I need to pick up or it's going to be bad. So moving right when they dropped the 5 and it was top 5, and then it was like, I'm going to say my speech. My roommate, who had been unfortunately dropped, she told me to say my speech in front of her again. I couldn't say it. So walking onto that stage, I knew everything I wanted to say, but not precisely like word by word.
Memorized one.
But I don't know, it just happened, and I was surprised because the speech is supposed to be a put together thing. So I thought not memorizing my speech was a negative. But apparently that's one thing that they kind of liked, the fact that I could talk without being so rigid about everything.
And not only that, I was there. You, amongst all the girls, you were the most eloquent one.
Most
eloquent. So I wasn't surprised that you won.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I don't know how come she always says she's nervous and she doesn't look like that. You don't look the part. You don't look the part. You don't, unless maybe you you don't read the part.
Right from the beginning.
Yeah, and how was the feeling for you, grand finale?
It was magical. It was always extra.
She said it. She's extra, so I love her.
It was. A day before, I was very sad. I was like, I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm just hoping for the best. I just want to have fun because I've been through it during this competition, so I just want to have fun. It's the last day. I just want to have fun. We got to the Grand Arena and I was so calm. I thought I would be very nervous. I was so calm. And when people started coming and we started dressing up, it's like, yes, this is it. I was so happy.
Well, before you go, I want to say something. You're streaming live on Facebook, but people can see you.
Oh, okay.
People can see you. And you can see how extra you are right now.
So extra.
Yeah, so continue.
Okay. Not that extra. Let me calm down. So we did the makeup, the hair, and I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, wow. You're a queen. You're a queen. You are beauty. You're beauty. Oh, no. And the opening act, I think that was everyone's favorite.
Yes.
That was my favorite too.
And it gave me a new sense of like confidence.
It was lovely. It was amazing. If you watch it, you'd want us to go and do just that part. That part. It was lovely. It was amazing. It was magical. That's all I can say.
Yes, and you went to the same thing.
For me, it's the opening act. Because I love catwalking. Like, I love fashion.
She's
I love
good.
Yes, I think I was the best dancer. I love it. And funny enough, I didn't have much support. Like, my friends didn't really turn up because they told me to choose between votes and they come in. So,
I'll choose votes.
yes, exactly. So most of them actually went for the voting, but then I had few who were there. So when I was coming on stage, I had in mind that, okay, nobody's going to cheer for me. But funny enough, anytime I go to stage, people actually cheer me.
My family actually cheered on, and I know
They were cheering her on, so I was like, you know I'm here. Can you see me?
Okay, so live after Miss Malaika Ghana, live after becoming queens, how is the feeling, and also what projects would you be embarking on? And how is it for you right now? You know, sometimes after that people feel lost because like, you don't know where to start. And some people feel so nervous because you don't know if I should do this, would it be the right thing? And like you said, people were actually talking much when you were in there. Now that you're out, more talking. So how is it? And tell us about it.
Okay, so life after Malaika has been amazing. Honestly, this week we've done media rounds. So that's been great. Meeting people that I've always wanted to meet, like like it was amazing. And I feel great. We have the support of Charterhouse. Anytime they don't direct your life, but they're there in case you need that direction or that guidance. So I feel like at any point in time, if we ever get to that point where we feel lost, we have someone to fall onto. But it's been amazing. A lot of social media, no pressure, but there's a lot of
because like eyes on you now.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Anything that you do, everybody's watching now.
Are you guys still on the high? Because if I was a queen, I would just wake up and say,
I told my mom that she can't really, I spoke to her I think yesterday, so I told her I'm a queen now, so she can't be. She can't be shouting.
My mom cooked the day after. It's been a very long time since I had TZ. I really like it, and I have a particular soup I take it with. So my mom cooked. She prepared TZ because I said I wanted to have that, and she didn't prepare the soup I wanted. And I was like, "Do you know I'm a queen? Can you do that for me?
Yes,
Can you do that for me?"
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's amazing.
Okay, and your project?
For the project, we've already spoken about it. We are all going to work on each other's projects. Because usually, when they come, it's only the queen who always does hers. But we've decided that we are going to help her do hers. And the two of us,
they are both doing
mental health. So we are going to all work on hers, and later we all work on ours.
You guys are changing the narrative.
So mine is on tackling unemployment through entrepreneurship. I'll be launching it soon. It's basically just providing
for young ones.
Providing the platform for people to come and pick up skills. So we have like free classes or courses for people, and then there's a lot. So we'll just launch it pretty soon, and then I'm sure you'll hear about it.
Both of you, mental
health.
We're basically going to be creating awareness on the need to focus more on your mental health, because our mental health, to be very honest, is equally as important as our physical health. And then people don't realize that it's not spoken about enough, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, and I hope that at the end of our project we would have created enough awareness that everybody will be talking about mental health, just like we talk about malaria, typhoid, all those. So
the stigma that comes with having someone who has a mental illness in your family or even around you is so huge. Like, throughout my life, I've been named that girl, like the mad woman's daughter, and that really affected me, but I had to push through. So this is something that she could also relate to. So we are really going to push this and make people know that you could still have an issue with your mental illness, just like having malaria, and still go through treatment and get better.
Okay, so I'm so humbled to be here with you guys. I'm listening to you, and I'm saying that, oh my God, Gen Z generation, we thank God. Gen Z generation Z, at least there's hope. There's hope somewhere. You are eloquent. You guys are very intelligent. You are smart. I'm so happy to be here with you, and I need you to give me your final words, anybody listening to you right now, and also to the upcoming let's say those that want to be part of this next year, or anyone that is willing or wanting to be part of any pageant at all, but it's nervous, but it doesn't have the push, or it's not thinking, can I do it, can I do it? What can you tell somebody like that?
So first of all, I want to say thank you once again to everybody that supported me throughout my journey, to God, my parents, my friends, family. Without them, I wouldn't be here. And it's very important, the question that you asked. I think that taking the first step is all that matters. And you can have problems with your confidence, but Malaika can really bring you out of that. And there's so many cases and stories of the girls even this year who were shy before, but now have gained that new sense of confidence. So I think it will help you become a better person, a better version of yourself. So if you're thinking about it, I'd say you should go for it. And then to anybody out there, I think, my message to everybody anytime I meet you is that just try to become a better version of yourself each and every day. Do what you need to do to get to that point where you're satisfied with the type of person that you are. And that's kind of the message behind my project as well, to get people to become financially independent and to love the types of people that they are. So yes, that's what I have to say.
Wow.
Okay, so I would like to say a very, very big thank you to my family. They've been very supportive, to my friends, to my fans. They've been very supportive for the prayers, for the votes, for the love and everything. I really appreciate it. I wouldn't be here if not for them. And for anyone who wants to try Malaika, go for it. Go for it, go for it, go for it, and you will never regret it. You will never ever regret it. And for anyone out there that is going through whatever you're going through, just know it will be fine. It will be fine with time. Just be patient, pray, be hardworking. It will be time. It will be time for you to shine, like I'm shining right now. It will be time. It will be your time. Just take it one day at a time. Every day happens for a reason. That's all I'll say.
Okay, so for me, I'd say perseverance conquers all. So if you try something and you feel at it, don't tone down yourself or think that you haven't done enough. Just look for why you didn't make it, and then work better and push yourself harder than you did the last time you tried it. And I promise you, you are going to get there. If it's Malaika you want to do, go for it. If it's anything you want to do, just set your mind on it and then go for it. And to everyone out there, we are in a time where we need each other to grow. We need each other to prosper. And then mental health does matter. We can't do it all on our own. So as you are out there, look out for your sisters, your brothers, your mothers, especially our mothers. They are going through a lot, but they literally don't talk much because they feel they are the mothers, and then they have to keep taking things in. So we really need to look out for ourselves, and when it becomes so difficult, don't sit down. Go out and seek for help because it's really, really important. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming through. We love you. Thank you. I don't know, but something from Asia.
Most people call me
because I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to mention him. I'll just say Asia because what is it again? Asia. I was like, oh, God, let me say Asia. So thank you, thank you, Asia, right? Thank you, Brinty, for coming on the Weekend Rush. We love you, and definitely when you need support, we are here. When you start embarking on your different projects and you need any support, YFM will be here to support you. So thank you so much. Well, you want to give us freestyle or what? So if you are listening to us, we have the queens from Miss Malaika Ghana 21 here with us, and they have so much to say. If you couldn't, listen to all the things that we said, we stream live on Facebook, so definitely the recording will be out, so you can hear everything they said right here on the Weekend Rush.